gentlemen, how y'all doing out there? Welcome to the Side Jawn. How's everybody doing? My fault. I thought I had my video ready. I'm ready now. I'm your host, Dennis Holmes. I'm here with my co-host, the Chocolate Girl.
Hello, how's everybody? My voice is returning to normal. It's not quite there yet, but I'm working on it. Still got my tea going.
Always.
How you doing, Dennis? How your week been?
We've been pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, it'll get greater later. Well, so on today's show, we are talking about that. We are rational national. Now, where'd you get that from, Sharon? We are rational national.
Well, got it from one of my top 5 all-time favorite rap groups, Public Enemy. They're probably like number 2 on my favorite list of rap groups of all time. And it's a song called First the Sheep, Next the Shepherd. So y'all have to go check that out on YouTube or something. First the Sheep, Next the Shepherd, Public Enemy.
Okay. That's good. That's good to hear. Now today, reason why we said that today is National Karaoke Day. It's also National Book Day. And I'm missing a couple more. What's the other ones?
It's a whole lot of them. That's why we named it, with the word national, because today we gonna talk about a whole lot of national days, like what today is and what this week is and all that. It's a whole lot of them, Dennis, on April 23rd for some reason.
Yeah, I never knew all this stuff was going on.
Yeah,
like this.
Yeah, but first of all, did you watch that game last night, Dennis?
Oh no. It was so ice cold last night. It was.
Okay, wait a minute. What's this ice cold?
Ice cold.
Wait a minute. First of all, what game are you talking about?
I'm talking about Treyway last night. He was so ice cold last night.
Oh, you talking about the Heat and the Hawks?
Heat and the Hawks. There wasn't no heat in there though. It was cold.
Oh, shut up. Weren't they in Atlanta?
They were in Atlanta.
First of all, what was up with the bomb threat or something? Wasn't it something about some bomb threat?
I don't know, but I was telling people last night. I said if it was a bomb, that bomb was going to take out 2 stadiums, CNN, all that stuff is like real close together. Like,
oh, it is.
Yeah, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is literally a block away from State Farm Arena. It's literally a block away. Not even that long. So if you was going to catch if both games was playing right after each other, you wasn't gonna miss nothing. You walking right across the street to the other game. That's all.
So what State Farm Arena? That's who plays there?
That's the Hawks. And the Mercedes-Benz.
And Mercedes-Benz is where the Falcons play?
The Falcons play, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all that Atlanta, I'm not an Atlanta person, so yeah. I don't know nothing about it.
I'm almost there. I ain't there yet, but I'm almost there.
You almost there?
I'm almost there, yeah. They be having nothing but good times out there. I like it out there.
Well, that was a good game, though. The Heat was up late in the fourth quarter, 110 to 109. And then what happened, Dennis? What happened?
It just got so cold. Ice tray came down there and hit that floater. It got so cold.
I can't believe they lost that game because the Heat they were up by like 16 points late in the fourth. 16 points. And the Heat came back. The Hawks came back down 16 and won the game in the last 4 seconds of the game. That's just crazy. That wasn't supposed to happen.
It happens. It's playoff basketball. Anything can happen.
But it wasn't supposed to happen to them. Now he's supposed to win the series. Who you got winning the series?
I'm sticking with Atlanta.
I see.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Atlanta.
No. Well,
even though the Heat may win the series, but I kept saying that, this series is gonna go 7 games. That's what I kept saying.
Well, I think it's gonna be over in 6.
Okay.
It's gonna be either 5 or 6. It's a wrap. The Heat gonna win this series. I just gotta believe that.
You're allowed to believe which one is your opinion.
But I
But all I
like
know
both.
is
I like
just
both.
don't let the Heat go out the house because it gets so cold. That's all I'm saying.
I've never been much of a Hawks fan, but I've never hated them. You know, I go all the way back to the old Hawks players, Dominique and all of them, who
Right.
I like. But anyway, yeah. So they lost the game. The Heat lost the game. So anyway, all right.
And as soon as they lost the game, the Jimmy Butler haters rose from out the dirt and couldn't wait to say something, But when he scored 45, them Jimmy Butler's hate, they was like scum on him. It's like scum on a mopping floor. It was easy to mop them right up. Soon as he scored 45 and they lost, here they come.
Here they come.
Jimmy Butler.
Well, I'm gonna say I have not been a fan of Jimmy Butler, but he plays on the Heat, which is my second favorite team in the NBA. So I pull for him since he's on the Heat. I ain't gonna dog him. He is what he is.
Yeah, that's what I say. Jimmy Buckets. That's what I called him. Or the other day he was James Butler. He was the adult in the gym. That's what
he was just James Butler.
James Butler. He was the adult in the gym.
All right.
Now today is April 23rd. I think today is Matt's birthday. Matt from Out Your League Sports, my co-host for Out Your League Sports.
Oh, okay.
Each and every Sunday. Today is Matt's birthday.
What's up, Matt? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. But I know it's somebody else's birthday out there somewhere. And to my other co-hosts on Out Your League Sports, Candace, I know it's Candace Appreciation Month all April. So y'all enjoy yourselves.
Well, all right. We're going to appreciate Candace this month.
That's right.
Happy Appreciate Candace Month.
But we're going to focus on the national days today. You know how it's always some kind of a national this, national that. Well, we found out that today is National Karaoke Day and National Book Day. Now, me and you both are really big into karaoke.
Yeah, we both karaoke. Yeah, we both are.
Do you remember when you got into it?
Oh yes. The first time I did karaoke was back. Okay, I'm showing my age. It was like 1990. I was in Atlanta, actually, doing a training class, and one of the outings we did as a group was we went and did karaoke. So it was me and these other three ladies, and we were singing. We sung Diana Ross. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Yeah, that's my song. Yeah, so that's the first time I ever did karaoke. It was funny. Couldn't keep the other chicks on beat for nothing. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I didn't do karaoke again until probably 2015. So that's a long time. Long time. And the first song that I really did by myself was Irreplaceable, Beyonce. First song I ever did karaoke. But ever since then, it's been like, I love it. And before the pandemic, before I got sick, I was doing karaoke 3-4 nights a week.
It's my joint, karaoke.
Love it.
I love it. The first, I don't remember what the first karaoke song I did, because we had a karaoke machine at the house. Well, it wasn't my house. It was at my house.
Oh man, that's my dream. I want a karaoke machine so bad.
No, not one of them good ones. It wasn't a good one. It was one of the speaker with the mic. It was one of them.
Yeah, I want a good one. Yeah, I want the little machine with the speaker, mic. That's what I want to have in my house.
Yeah, it wasn't no good one. It was one
our family needs a karaoke machine. Yeah. So hey, y'all in the comments, y'all want to send the Chocolate Girl karaoke machine? My birthday coming up in June. Hey, that's what y'all can give me. Karaoke machine. I love karaoke.
I'm trying to think. What was I don't know what my first karaoke, but one of my favorites is Mr. Telephone Man by New Edition.
Yeah, you said that. That's your
Mr.
song, man.
That's my song. Mr. Telephone Man by New Edition.
Sing
I think I've been doing that in karaoke since I think it was 2011.
a few bars, Dennis. Hit him with some bars.
Mr.
Come
Telephone.
on.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
You ain't ready?
I wasn't ready. No.
Mr. Telephone Man. Come on.
There's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby number, I get a click every time. Mr. Telephone Man.
Sing it, Dennis. All right, then.
I'm trying to think now. When I did ones with groups,
I
think we did a rap song. I think we did Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, now I never did Straight Outta Compton.
I think we did Straight Outta Compton.
But I did do some Eazy-E though. I did some Eazy-E. I've done Eazy-E.
Yeah.
If y'all can picture that.
I can picture you saying cruising down the block of my 6'4". I can picture you saying that.
Yep, that's the one. 6'4". Knocking the bitches, slapping the hoes. Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
Yep. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's my song. Yeah.
And I think I did Jay-Z and Kanye West joint.
Now with Jay-Z, I didn't do the rap part, but one of the, shout out to DJ R&B, who was our first DJ, one of the first DJs we had on our show. On Goddamn That DJ made my day.
Right.
But we used to do Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, New York State of Mind. Isn't that what it was called?
Right.
State of Mind? Yeah. In fact, I was watching that earlier. There's a video of me singing it with him. I think it was the first time I ever did it. Oh, Lord. I was pitchy, but I got through it. I got through it, though. But anyway, yeah, today is National Karaoke Week. This week is April 17th through the 23rd. Okay. So what y'all supposed to do, you're supposed to go out and celebrate karaoke, right? And I actually found an article that tells you what you need to do to celebrate karaoke. They will put an article on the internet about anything. I swear, I can find anything. This is how you're supposed to celebrate, Dennis. You're supposed to go to karaoke events, of course, throw a home karaoke party, and improve your singing skills. They say if you just go out and just improve your singing skills, that's the celebration of karaoke. I'm like, really? But that was on the list. So maybe we'll have to do that when I come to Philly. Maybe we'll go check out some karaoke spots and we'll improve our singing skills together.
Yeah. And when we meet up, we'll go try to improve our singing skills. Get a karaoke song we can do together.
We gotta pick one. Hey, in the comments, listeners, I need y'all to tell us what song should me and Dennis do together when I go to Philly and we go to the karaoke spot. So pick a song. Pick a song. We got people in the comments. Good morning, Sheila, Carlson, Jonathan Benton. Thanks for watching the show. Sheila said Irreplaceable was one of Mom's favorite songs. Send donations. Sharon and I will share the karaoke machine she talking about. She crazy. And then Sheila said she doesn't remember what her first song was, but she remembers singing Love on Top. Yeah, so we both love Beyonce, so I guess you can see that's why we remember those songs. Good morning, Jonathan, JB. He said good morning, family. Carlson said good morning, family. Good morning to y'all. Like and share. Please like and share the show.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
April 23rd is also has a lot of other national days, and we're National Rational Day. But let's talk about some of the ones that that we don't actually partake in? Shall
Oh
we?
yeah, we ain't talking about these. We're not talking about the cherry cheesecake day. We ain't talking about that. Today is cherry cheesecake day, Dennis.
I love cheesecake, but not cherry.
Me either. I love cheesecake, but cherries, no, 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 no. Put some strawberries on that if you want to put something, but I don't want no cherries. I don't want no blueberries. I don't want none of that other mess. But another weird one is Impossible Astronaut Day. What? What? I ain't even clicked to read what that was. It sounds so weird. I ain't reading that. They got Lost Dog Awareness Day. Nah, because see, I'm not feeling that. You, Dennis, we gonna talk about some lost dogs? I don't really
Nah,
want to
nah,
talk about
they
no,
better
because
they better start putting a tracker on them dogs' leashes so they know where they at.
exactly that's their responsibility. And because with me, until we as Americans start caring about our living children, the ones that's living outside of mama's bodies, and the elderly more than we do these dogs. Then I'm not talking about lost dogs or any other kind of lost animals. I'm not talking about it. Nope, not me. I'm for the children and the old people that's walking the earth. That's what I'm
That's
for.
right. I believe the children are the
That's
future.
right.
Teach them
I
well. Let
believe I can
them
fly.
know.
Yes, I said it. But anyway, so karaoke. Yeah, yes. Love it. Oh, let me give my shout out to DJ R&B. Like I mentioned, he's the baddest DJ karaoke show ever. Kingdom Karaoke. Kingdom Kingdem Karaoke. Man, let me just give that shout out to him. He's a great. You go to the Kingdom Karaoke Facebook page, you can see videos of his karaoke show. Not your typical karaoke show.
No.
But what we got next, Dennis?
We also have next that today is National Book Signing. I mean Book Day. I'm sorry, not book signing, Book Day. So we want to put a poll up to the fans so they would ask us what book do they want the Side Jawn to have in the first book club.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I put the poll up and said, would you participate in the book club? That's all I said, yes or no. So if you haven't yet, go find the Side Jawn Facebook group, join the group, and answer the poll. Let us know if you participate. Because, the way I thought, people don't read enough. Maybe we should just start reading things together. So we get enough interest. Maybe we'll start one. But anyway,
Now
Dennis.
we'll start one because I actually I read certain books like I've actually got like a couple books here, like about four of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just got to read one more, and then I got to go buy another one. My cousin got a book called Good Cookies.
Good cook. Let me write that down.
Yeah, Good Cookies. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have him on the show.
What's that
After we read the
about?
book. After we read the book, I'm gonna have him on the show.
Well, what's it about?
I think it's about sex.
Oh Lord. Mm-hmm. You got that, Sheila? Good cookies. That's the name
Good
of the book.
Cookies. Yeah.
Good cookies.
And I think he got another one called Monkey Don't Grow Bananas. I think that's what it's called.
What? That's not about sex too, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right then. Mm.
Yeah. So we gonna have some books in there because there's a lot of people that I know that's coming out with books. I'm gonna go ahead and read them. Bring them on the show. That's gonna be part of the book club. So be aware there will be some books out there that y'all will have to, y'all will be interested in and start reading.
Cool. I gotta read this book called White Fragility. I was given that book for Christmas. I've been wanting this book, and I finally got it for Christmas. So when I get into my space where I can start reading some more books, on a regular, I'm gonna read that. That's the first one on my list to read.
Okay, now today is also National Lovers Day. which I've never heard of. Have you ever heard of?
No. I mean, I heard of, Sweetest Day and Valentine's Day, but I never heard of National Lovers Day.
Never heard of National Lovers Day. It says another day created to give gifts to your loved ones. So you got to give gifts in February, March, and in April. They doing too much. Then
Well,
Mother's Day in May. In June comes Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some Father's Day. I've been a father now for. No, we'll get into that on Father's Day. No, I ain't gonna say. We'll get into that on Father's Day.
Well, it says here that it came about because of St. George's Day in Europe that celebrates love and literature because Shakespeare died on April 23rd. So that's why today is also National Book Day. But since we're celebrating, something musical and love, Dennis, let me ask you this. When you hear the word love song, what's the first song that comes to your mind?
When I hear a love song, what's the first song that comes to my mind? It's probably a Luther Vandross song. Don't you know that?
Really? Don't you know that? I really, really do. Yeah, I really am in love with you. Yeah.
Don't you know that?
Yeah.
Don't you know that?
Big Luther, Little Luther.
I don't know what Luther size that was. Don't give me the line. I don't know. My vote is that was Big Luther. That's my vote. But I don't know what Luther size that was. I don't have a problem with Big Luther or Little Luther. Let me get that out.
I don't either. I don't care which one it is. He's still Luther. He still sounds good
Luther.
to me.
Right.
Still make them panties fly on the stage. Still make the women cry. And all I know is when we went to see him live, oh my God, I couldn't stop crying. The whole show.
My aunt was one of those ones that was in love with Luther. Rest in peace, Aunt Tracy. She was in love with Luther Vandross.
Yeah, I love me some Luther. Big or little. I didn't care what he was. In fact, I don't even remember what he was when we saw him. All I remember is the voice. I don't remember he was big or little. I think he was still big. I think it was big, but he wasn't as big as he was. Maybe he was on the way down, Luther. Maybe that's what it was.
Okay. Now
could have been on the way down. On the way down, Luther, Now mine, when I hear a love song, the first song that always comes to my mind, and this is going to be shocking even to my sister because I don't talk about this song that much. But when I asked you the question, the first song that came to my mind is Love Ballad.
Okay.
By Jeffrey Osborne.
I
love that song.
Yeah.
Especially the second verse. There's something about that second, man. Oh God. It's something about that song. I tear up when I can't even say the lyrics without tearing up. It's something about that song. Love it. And those young people that's watching this show that don't know what Love Ballad is, you need to go YouTube it. Mm-hmm. And then Google the lyrics. See, I'm a lyrics chick. Track is nice, but in love songs, the lyrics is everything to me. Gotta see the lyrics. Love Ballad. Sheila loves it too. She said that she thinks Luther is the best male vocalist ever.
I have to agree.
She also said, how about giving gifts of time, talent, and words every day? I guess for the National Lovers Day. Of course. Always and Forever is the song that she thinks of. Remember Heat Wave? Always and forever.
Each moment with you.
Sing that, Dennis.
It's just like a dream to me. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's one of them songs, boy, that get you right here. Get you right there.
Yeah, I was when I was younger, I think I'm gonna say almost 20 years ago. Beyonce had a song called Love. And I used to have that as my ringtone for when my girl called. But when my side Jawn called, I had Mary J. Blige and Method Man, "You're All I Need." That was my
Oh,
ringtone for her.
wait a minute. You had a Side Jawn?
Yeah,
You had a Side Jawn?
it's 20 years ago. Well, it's me.
Man, how you let me name this show? Now people gonna think I'm the Side Jawn.
No, I'm the side Jawn. I already said that from the first show.
I know, but people, they weren't watching the first show. You got to remind the people who the Side Jawn is now.
I'm the side Jawn.
I ain't never a Side Jawn. I'm always the main one, the main squeeze. That's what my mom and daddy used to call it, the main squeeze. But look, did you also know, now this is what really got me, that today is also National Record Store Day.
Yeah. I think the only record store that's available now, I think it's FYI.
FYE.
For you,
you mean FYE. Like national, nationwide? That's a chain. Yeah. But do y'all still have any local mom and pop record stores?
Nah.
We actually do here in Durham. And I know back home in Dayton, they still do too. They have like one or two, because it used to be like 5 of them. Now it's like 1 or 2 still hanging on. I love a good record store. It's a day to celebrate the vinyl records. If people don't know what records are, they're actually making a comeback though, Dennis.
Yeah,
vinyls are making a comeback. I actually saw a DJ pull up and he had his laptops and all that computer stuff, but he actually had a crate. And when I saw the crate, I was mesmerized. I was like, he has a crate of vinyl. And I hadn't seen that in a while. I had not seen a DJ actually with a crate of vinyl in a minute. So I was excited when I saw that. But I like vinyl. Most of the people listening today probably never even heard of vinyl. They don't even know what a vinyl record is. Record store, what's that? You mean a music store? That's what they call it. Music store.
The record store. I think I remember back in the record store, you used to be able to buy singles. And I was real big on cassette tapes. I was real big on cassette because I was scared of CDs because I always thought they was going to break. I was always scared of them. So I used to always get. So when CDs came out, it took me a while to adjust to CDs. And everybody used to be like, why don't you just buy the CD? And I'm like, nah, I get the cassette tape. The cassette tape break, I know how to wind it back up, know how to put everything back together. This CD break, I have to buy another CD.
Hey, remember with the cassette tape, if the actual tape broke, you would put it back together with a piece of tape. And then forever it would just skip right there at that moment. Right but still I'd rather have it skipping for just a second. That little split second skip was worth it rather than go buy a whole nother tape.
Yeah, wow, a whole nother tape. I'm like, no, I'm not doing
that. You just rewind it, get the little what you call it, Scotch tape, little clear tape, put it on there. And remember the cassette deck cleaner? You had to buy the little cleaner tape to clean your cassette deck.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man, I was anal with that. I used to have that thing put almost after every car ride. I was just stick it in there and clean it before I get out. Because I did not want my cassette deck to mess up. That's how much I love music. Never rode in a car without music playing.
And I had the stereo. I had the 2 joints on the side. So if you wanted to record one from off the other one and make your own little special cassette, I used to do that a lot too.
Yeah.
It'd literally be a mixtape, my own mixtape. That's what it was. I was making my own mixtape.
That's right. I love record stores. I used to like to go and just browse in the record store. And then when you would get to the good ones, you could ask the person in the record store about a rare record if you wanted to find it, and they would know about it. You know what I mean? They could tell you where it was and who it's by, and they'll go show it to you and all that. They don't know nothing about that now.
Yeah, And now you
It's
just
all over with.
now everything's a click of the button now.
Everything online. Click, click, click. Online. Digital,
Everything's a click
digital,
of the
digital,
button.
digital. And the digital just doesn't have it just doesn't have the same sound. People
Not on
don't
every song.
understand
Every
that.
song don't have the same sound. Like you get a lot of them that got real. You're like, oh man, this sounds good. This is good. This is like I'm and it is. And then you got some of them. You be like, this the sound they going. This the only one they got of this song. I'm like, oh,
right.
It's terrible. This is supposed to be a digital era. You supposed to have a better sound than this. Like, this is terrible.
Yeah, well, I just say that y'all need to go out to record stores all over the country, wherever within the sound of my voice. If you got a record store in your town, go and see if they're celebrating record stores, and let us know. Hit us up on the Side Jawn page and let us know.
Yeah. Now, there's another one that we never heard of. It's a national day. Today is actually National Picnic Day. Now, have you ever heard of that?
No. But you know, when I heard it, I was like, oh no. I don't use the word picnic. And we all know why, right? You know what the word was born out of, right?
I know what it's born out of, but I don't know if our listeners know. So I'm gonna say no, Sharon, I don't know. Let me just say that. No, Sharon, I don't know.
Well, I was told, and I believe it from what I've read, not just, just being told on the street, but I actually read it, that word was born out of the words, and I know we don't use this word on our show, so born out of pick a nigga, as in go pick a nigga off. And when white folks used to get on their horses and get their dogs and their guns, and their women and children would stay back at home waiting for them to come back from going hunting niggas in the what you call in the woods. They were going to pick one. So they go pick one and bring them back, and then they would hang them. They would whip them, and then they would lynch them, and they would have a lynching party. That's where picnic comes from. I believe it. I believe that's where that word comes from. So since I heard that, I stopped using that word. So I don't celebrate National Picnic Day. We can call it National Cookout Day. We can call it Barbecue Day, but I don't use that word. I ain't using it.
Now, all right. Now let's take the word picnic out. Let's just go with just straight up, cookout or barbecue. I don't know about your family, but my family barbecue all year long.
Okay. Explain that. Because you're from Philly. Now, Philly is cold, just like Ohio. So explain that. How do you cook out all year long?
And they don't care. They cooking out all year long. They got the grill out. They cooking out all year long. I got it used to be my uncle used to do it all the time. My uncle Grizz. And then it went from uncle, what real name is Lawrence, but we call him Uncle Grizz. And then, my cousin Wab, he now does it now. He cooks out all year long. They don't care what day it is, what's going on. I'm putting some stuff on the grill. We're gonna have a good time. And my phone. I can't forget my Uncle Rick, because he used to cook out chili dogs all the time too. That used to be our thing. We're like, we're gonna get some chili dogs.
Wait a minute. Shout out to BJ Samuels in the comments talking about, he said, I'm scared. It seems like she woke up and chose violence. I guess because I was saying I ain't using the word picnic. I ain't using that word. Maybe because he came in when I was saying that. Maybe that's what he's talking about. But
yeah, I guess so.
I ain't choosing violence. I'm just not going to say that word. I'm not using that. But, I understand what you mean. But like being from Ohio, most winters it's just too cold and snowy for us to go out and barbecue with the grill. But we did used to, let me tell you what we did used to do. Sheila's in the comments, my sister. She can vouch for this. We used to have this grill that we used to keep right next to the back door. Like like right there. Mm-hmm. So if it was cold, we could tip out and do whatever real quick and tip back in the house because it was cold. Man. And sometimes we would barbecue even in the winter when it wasn't like 10 degrees. If it was like 30, maybe.
My family don't care. Snowstorm, they don't care.
You cooking out, huh?
Cooking out.
Cause see, we would have the food that you serve at a cookout all year long. But most of the time, mom, like if she wanted some ribs, she would cook them ribs in the oven. She didn't go outside on that porch. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do that. But it would taste like it was barbecued anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's how much of a great job your mom used to do.
But let me tell you, my mother was the baddest cook in town. Couldn't nobody touch her.
Right.
Could nobody touch my mother. And I know everybody says it's about their mom, but no. When other people start coming to your house to eat your mother's food, you know it's real. Just other people, just people. Then you know it.
Okay.
Yeah, she did fry fish out there. She was famous for putting the skillet. She'd take the electric skillet and put it on top of the grill, and that's where she would fry the fish. She didn't fry fish in the house. And that's why to this day, I don't fry fish in my house. I can't stand the smell in my house. Yeah, that's what she would do. My sister put a link about the word picnic being racist. I don't know. Inquirer.com. I'm not sure if I want to trust that link.
Oh, oh man. That's why I don't send that. Send me the link. No.
Send me the link. Like shout out to MW. That's the link group, boys. Send me the link.
Send me the link. No. You don't trust the link anyway. No.
But yeah, picnic. So what you like when you go to a cookout? What's on the menu at a Dennis Holmes family cookout? What's on the menu?
Oh, how about I just tell you the strangest things I've seen on me? Let me go.
I'll say that. All right, say that.
I mean, we got the regulars. You know, we got the regulars. Then it's usually water ice there. And we got like
Please
a couple flavors.
Ice is because we don't know what the hell that is.
Well, a lot of people know it as Italian ice is flavored. I would say it's like a flavored Kool-Aid, flavored frozen Kool-Aid.
Right. Yeah, see, we know it as Italian ice. I ain't never heard it called no water ice till I met you. I'm like, what the hell is water ice?
And we don't say water ice.
Water.
We say water ice. WODDER ice. Water ice. That's what we say. That's how you know they from Philly. They say water ice. Right?
Water ice.
Exactly how you know from, oh yeah, you from Philly.
So I can't say water ice.
No, that's how I got cousins. I got cousins from Ohio. That's exactly how they say it. I'd be like, oh no, y'all ain't from around here.
Leave my home state alone. Water ice. Is that right? Water ice. Did I do it right? Water ice. Okay.
Water ice.
Side Jawn. Water ice. Got it. You see, I'm learning. I'm learning that Philly language.
Telling you, you're gonna be right in once you get it together.
Once I get up there, I'll be like, hey, what's up on that Jawn? For some water ice on that Jawn.
Then you're gonna be like, where the boy that was making my water ice? That's what you're gonna say.
The boy. Yeah, the boy. I'm like, what the boy? What?
No, not bull. It's bull. B-U-L.
Right.
But no, we don't put one L in it. What a bull at?
What a bull at? All right.
That'd be a whole conversation. Hey, what a bull that was next to the John? Everybody in Philly know what you're talking about, but everybody else be like, yo, I'm lost.
What they talking about? I'm lost. Because I couldn't understand what you were saying at first when I met you. I was like, what did he say? And I didn't want to ask you. Remember, I said I didn't want to ask you what you said. I did not want to ask you. I said, well, I'll figure it out.
And I'm not as bad. There's some people have a conversation with them, you be like, hold up, write it down.
Back up.
I ain't know nothing you said.
I ain't know Philly had their own language. I ain't know.
A lot of it'd be crabs there, fried fish, salmon. We have tuna fish. I'm trying to think. We had the macaroni and cheese with shrimp in it. We got shrimp there.
Macaroni and cheese with shrimp in it.
Yeah, that's something my grandma used to do. She used to do that a lot.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
Sheila,
actually,
don't get no ideas about putting no shrimp in your macaroni and cheese. I'm just telling you.
hey man, that's good. And you know,
Uh,
I ain't supposed to eat it. So I ate
oh,
it.
I know. Because
I
you
ate it.
allergic.
Yeah, I ate it and because I thought it was like ham because I had my ham next to my macaroni and cheese. So I'm thinking it's ham, and I'm like, oh man, that ham was pretty good. So then my cousin come back around the corner like, man, I had to come back for that macaroni and cheese, that shrimp, and grandma put her thing. I said, oh, what macaroni and cheese and shrimp in it? And that one you was eating.
That one you was eating. That's right. And you ain't had no ill effects.
No idea, man. No idea at
See,
all.
well, I don't know. Sheila's macaroni and cheese is outstanding. So maybe she could cook one regular macaroni and cheese and another one with the
And the shrimp
shrimp
in
in
it.
it. Maybe we could try that. Try that,
Yeah.
Sheila.
Take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance.
Take a chance.
Take a
Where's
chance.
that from?
That's from
Go ahead. Take a chance.
that is from Coming to America.
That's right. I love that scene. The old lady, she's like, go ahead, take a chance.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing I think I've seen at my cookouts. Jello shots. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do Jello shots in house, out house. It don't matter. We doing some Jello shots. My niece is the queen of the Jello shot.
They had Jello shots in a bag one time, and it was
Mhm.
next to me. It was next to me, right? And at the time I was with my girl, so she was like, well, "How many Jello shots you gonna take?" So they put it next to me. Obviously, they wanted me to have it. That's why.
Won't you have it? That's right.
Right.
And who counts Jello shots? I don't count.
Only,
If I don't,
only,
if
only your significant other who tired of you having fun. I don't. That's the only people. You can't have too much fun. That's all it is.
well, I'm telling you, nobody better be counting my Jello shots because when I start drinking Jello shots, it's on and popping.
Man.
You come
Now we
inquiring too much, you get straight cussed out.
now we do have one more national day. It's National Take a Chance Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I don't know what chance I would take. Is there something you've been waiting to take a chance on that you're afraid of?
Well, yeah. Actually, yeah, there is. My whole life practically, I've wanted to be an attorney.
Yes, you have.
My whole life. I have. I've dreamt of myself being an attorney. I have dreamt of myself being in court, arguing a point before a judge and everything, writing briefs,
You ain't,
standing up for people, all of that.
now only thing that I do know. Well, I've heard. I'm not gonna say I know. I've heard. I've heard that in California, you don't have to pass the bar to be a lawyer.
If you are able to work in an attorney's office for a certain period of time, and then there's a particular curriculum they have to follow with you. And if you do that, then you don't have to pass the bar.
Mm.
But I ain't in California, so
That's the only state. I was gonna ask you. That's the only. It's the only state.
I don't know. I don't know. I never heard that until we all know when Kim Kardashian started being
Okay, all
an
right. I thought
attorney.
it was just me. Okay.
That's when I heard about it.
Okay, I thought
I
it was
never
just me.
knew that. And who knows? They may have that here, and I just don't know about it. But I doubt it.
It's one to take some research on. I think you could, you could slide in there. I would love to
But
see.
I'm not even afraid of passing the bar. That's not even my thing. My thing is the cost to go to school. That's
Right.
what's tearing me up and terrifying me. That I couldn't afford to do it, or I couldn't get enough money to do it, or whatever. I don't have any problem going to school and being able to pass the bar. I would have no problem.
But I think if this is my reverse thought. I think if you worked in the lawyer's office, right,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and actually got the curriculum and everything, now you started to become a lawyer because it was legal. It was legal in North Carolina. You start to become a lawyer. Now you can actually pay for yourself to go ahead and go take the test, go ahead and get the bar.
I mean, yeah, I could. So I could actually get the degree. I want the degree. I want the JD. And see, education is very important to me and my family. This is how we roll. And I really want it. That's what I want to do. So if, for National Take a Chance Day, if you're asking, me, what thing I've been afraid to take a chance on, that's it. That's really it.
I think the one thing I've been afraid to take a chance on.
I do have another one. Yeah, I got another.
Well, here's one. Actually, me flying out the country.
Mine is similar. Mine is flying over large bodies of water.
Oh yeah,
what you have to do to go out the country. But my fear is not necessarily going to another country. It's flying over large bodies of water, like oceans.
Right.
I don't care about lakes. I don't care about lakes and rivers. That don't bother me.
That's why you ain't been on a cruise ship because of.
Oh yeah, I can't. No, me out there being a dot in the ocean. No.
Yes, and you are a dot when you out there.
No,
let me get that out the way. And when they get dark, oh child, oh it be dark.
It's blackity black.
Oh,
black.
It's dark. It's child.
No, that would be the second thing. Flying over large bodies of water or being out in large bodies of water. And yes, I do swim, but I just, I just can't see it.
Flying outside the country by myself, even going to Mexico. I'm scared to go to Cancun, Mexico by myself. Like, no, they're gonna get my luggage.
Why? What is your fear?
They're gonna take my luggage. That's the first thing I always think about. Every time I travel, they're gonna take my luggage. Then somebody gonna try to rob me, but they probably gonna give me back when they realize I ain't got no money.
I'm afraid I won't be able to get back in the country. That's always my fear.
Somebody steal my passport. That's what I was thinking. Somebody steal my passport. I can't get back in.
Or for some weird reason, they want to keep you in Mexico. Or I get falsely accused of something, they throw me in jail. Or, Mexico is a very corrupt country. You don't know what you're going to find. I don't know. I know I'm just paranoid. People go down there every day, visit, come back, no incidents, nothing. I know that. But this is me we talking about. If some shit gonna happen, it's gonna happen to me. So I'm like, no, I'm not trying to go to Mexico.
I'm gonna get my passport.
I do want to get my passport, and I do want to go to Belize though. I want to go to Belize. Belize, Belize.
I know the place. I ain't hearing that many people say I want to go to Belize. Belize.
Well, when I was in college, I went to college with a girl who's from Belize.
Okay.
Beautiful. She is a beautiful girl, but a beautiful woman. And she always talked about her country and would go home, to visit and come back with these pictures showing, this beautiful blue water. And it's just a beautiful place to go, especially for people that look like me and you. Right. We all up and through there. So it's a beautiful place to go.
That's like the time I went to the Bahamas, and my thoughts on the Bahamas was different until I got there. My thoughts on the Bahamas was just so beautiful and everything's so nice. I got there, they let me off on the hood side. Get that out the way. So I got there. If I didn't see some of the ashiest players in my life, let me just say, and mind you, it was like January. So to me, it was hot out there. So I had on shorts and stuff. To them, they was cold. They had on hoodies and jeans. They was cold. It's too cold out here. And I was like, well, I'm going to the beach. You go to the beach, it's cold outside. I was like, cold where? It's 80 degrees out here. You talking about cold. To them, it was cold. They had on hoodies and jeans.
Wow.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that.
I was in the ocean. with my enjoying myself.
Well, my sister said large bodies. How about any bodies of water? You don't even want to cross the bridge over water or fly to Miami, remember? Yes, that's true because of my fear over large bodies of water.
Oh, don't sit in the
It
window
just,
seat.
and I don't, but I like the window seat when I fly.
Well,
I
close the
love it.
window.
No, no,
Sharon, we're
no.
not gonna keep doing this with you about no, yes.
Listen,
You're gonna get this together. If you closing that window, you ain't sitting in the window seat, but you going to Miami. All right.
now listen. I went to Tampa. I think I told the story already on the show where I went to Tampa and you have to fly out over the bay. That's what she's talking about. You have to fly out over the bay when you're landing in the Tampa airport. And I didn't know it. So when I flew down to Tampa, this is for work. And I'm sitting there talking to this gentleman sitting next to me. And I turn around, look, and I see nothing but water. I flipped the hell out on the plane, right on the plane. Flipped out.
I'm telling the lady, I'm telling the stewardess. So as soon as we get there, she ain't got to sit next to no window.
So Sheila told me that if I go to Miami, you have to fly out over the Gulf too, or something. And I'm like, oh, really? Yeah. Okay. But it's quick. It's a quick, I could do that. I could do that now that I know about it. But what I'm saying is I can't fly from Miami to the Bahamas because you got to go over the ocean. There's a period of time you're going to be flying over a massive ocean. I can't do that.
I don't think that flight is that long, bro.
I don't care if it's 15 minutes. No.
What's going on, Joe?
I can take 20 seconds out over the Gulf. I can take that little minute that it takes to go turn around over the Gulf. I can take that if I know it's coming. Because of the other times that I went to Tampa, because I went down there 5 times. So the 5 times I went, the other 4, I didn't panic because I knew it was coming.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? But because I know it was brief. All you do is you go out, you turn and you come back in. When you take off to leave, though, you don't really see all that water.
Well, how far is the drive from?
It's a different route.
How far is the drive from where y'all at to Miami? I keep forgetting you in North Carolina. How far is that drive? Because I know that plane ride.
It's about 8-10 hours. It's about 10 hours. It's 10, maybe longer. Because it's like 5 or 6 to Atlanta.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's longer to get down to Miami because Miami's down all the way down at the tip of Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't driving. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we'll get you on the plane. You'll be all right.
But yeah, and she's right. I don't do well going over bridges, and I don't care what the body of water is. It could be a lake, river. It doesn't matter. I don't do well driving over bridges.
Can you swim?
Yes, I told you I can swim.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. It's something about a bridge. I literally have a panic attack. And I'm squeezing the steering wheel, looking straight ahead, and praying when I drive over bridges. I can't look to either side. I will lose it.
Okay. That is we're gonna get you together one day. One of these days, we're gonna get you together.
But I'm good. I'm good. I drive over the bridges. I lived up in DC 6 years and went over that George Washington Bridge almost every day. Did it without incident.
Good to know. Good to know.
But anyway, so what's the chance you're gonna take?
I'm gonna get my passport. That's what I was saying.
That's your chance. You're gonna get the passport. Anything else? What?
Sheila said we gotta drug you like Mr. T.
Oh yeah.
Here, eat this apple. Ooh, apple. You tricked me again, Murdoch.
Yeah. Mr. T. Classic. The 18. But yeah, hey, whatever works.
Man, they're gonna definitely have to trick you to get you on that boat.
Well, definitely, because in the ocean.
Yeah. As long as I think you'll be straight as long as you don't go outside, like the outside part of the boat. As long as you're indoors, if you go to the club and you're at the next club and all that, they keep the drinks flowing, you'll be all right. But as soon as you step outside, yeah, you gonna panic. That's the
Why
right?
I'm a panic? Why you think I'm a panic?
Yeah, you going there. You said you panicked because you looked out the plane window and seen the water. Would you imagine you being the only thing on the ocean? You the only thing on the ocean, pitch black outside.
Yeah, you're right. I have to stay in. I couldn't go out.
You gotta stay in. But you're probably a person who loves the sunrise. You love that sunrise?
I do when I'm on the beach. Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm not that hyped about that sunrise situation, but they actually.
Oh, I love it's on the beach.
When they give you your everything that's going on for the day, they let you know exactly what time the sun rises.
Well, yeah, I probably have to stay in. I don't think you find me out on the Lido deck on nobody's ship. No.
No, I think you'll be all right. You'll be out there early as long as the sun's up. Especially when they start doing the line dancing. You'll be out there for that. Until the line dancing get crazy. They got this crazy line dance they do. I ain't built for that. I got too many drinks in me. I ain't built for that one. All that spinning around. I'd be like the dude from House Party. Too many spins. I'll be done passed out. But everything else you should be fine with. All them games that they play. And they got it very interesting on the cruise ship. I have to say that.
Well, I've heard it's fun. I've heard it's great value if you think about all the stuff you get to do that's included with whatever you pay to be on there. But
the only thing I don't like is only thing I don't like.
I would love to go on that Tom family reunion cruise. I would love to go on that.
Yeah, or the Soul Train cruise, one of them two.
Well, I don't know about the Soul Train, but the Tom Joyner one, he has the stars lined up.
They got them.
They're always there. They're there. They got them performing, and they're there going on the trip.
Yeah.
So you see stars the whole trip.
The next time we.
But see, I'm not the starstruck part. I'm not the starstruck person.
Right. The next time we have T-Ray on the show.
Trying to see people.
He did the Soul Train cruise.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. So next time we have him on the show, he'll tell us about the stars. He was excited that he's seen a lot of stars there.
It's a Soul Train. I guess I didn't realize there is a Soul Train cruise.
Yeah, next year it leaves during the Super Bowl. I think it's January 28th to February the 5th. And it leaves out of Miami.
Okay.
I was thinking about going to that.
Okay. What else we got? Is that the last one we got?
I think that's the last one we have. So let's start talking about our final words.
Oh, okay. Well, today, first, let me just say thank you to everybody that joined us for our show today. This has been fun talking about these national days. It's some strange ones out there that we didn't talk about. Like I said, the lost dog one. I saw something that said something about talk like Shakespeare Day. I'm like, who would want to walk around talking like Shakespeare? I ain't doing that.
I thought.
Yeah. The cheesecake one we already went over. There's a National Email Day. I didn't look up what that's about, but I do too much emailing and stuff on the job. I'm not thinking about celebrating emails. I'm not an email person. I just think email
I
has
think since I've started online, I
communication.
think I'm up to almost 100,000 emails.
Probably. But anyway, so thank you to everybody in our, in the comments today, everybody watching, those who will listen later on the replay or watch us on YouTube. We appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure that you go and join the Side Jawn group and answer the poll on whether or not you'll participate in the book club. The kinds of books that we're thinking about reading, though, it's not always so heavy, just books that are entertaining. It might be books about sports, it could be books about anything, right? Right, Dennis?
That's right.
About anything. So it's not always serious literature, but it could be about anything. So just make sure that you answer the poll. Thank you for listening today. And Dennis, this was fun doing this with you, as always. That last one, today is National Take a Chance Day. That's the one that resonates with me the most.
Yeah.
Because I'm really thinking about some of the things that I need to take a chance and do. I'm driven a lot by fear. Fear drives a lot of my decisions. I'm afraid this is going to happen, so I'm going to decide to do this to prevent this thing from happening to me. That drives a lot of my decisions. I'm probably too paranoid or afraid of things that I probably shouldn't be afraid of, but I am. It's just who I am. It's something that I'm working on. So I'm gonna leave you with this quote that says, "Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears." And I'm speaking to myself. So here, if you are hearing this from me, think about that quote. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we're living our fears. And let's start working on the rest of this year, facing these fears and going beyond these fears so that we can live our dreams. That's the message that I'm leaving with you all today. What about you, Dennis? You have any final thoughts?
My final thoughts is, first of all, I love everything that you said. Let me just get that out the way. My final thoughts is,
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to take that chance. Go ahead and get my passport and go ahead and travel by myself. I usually don't like traveling by myself anyway, but now I done got used to it. It's like, go ahead, get your money, get yourself together, book your trip, go ahead and go where you're going. And you can do whatever you want to do. You ain't got to worry about having somebody else time or nothing like that. Just go ahead and do what you was going to do. But besides that, today we're having our 4th annual draft party today. This time it is in Maryland. I'm on my way down there to go meet up with Sam Sports himself, BJ Samuels. So I should be there around like 3, 4 o'clock. We're gonna have a good time. Enjoy myself.
So when you say we, who is we that's having this?
It's been the Sam Sports Ignorant Thinker podcast collaboration. Since I came up with the idea, DJ was right with me on it, and he was like, yeah, "Let's do it."
And what are you guys going to be doing exactly? Tell them what y'all going to be doing.
We're drafting for each team of the first 3 rounds. So we all get together. The
first rounds?
First 3 rounds.
The first 3? Okay.
First 3 rounds.
So you're going to have people there that's going to be acting as the GM of each team.
Right.
Doing a mock draft is what you're doing.
That's right.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Is it going to be live streamed anywhere?
I think so. Don't quote me on that though. I think so. BJ got the whole thing set up. He said he got everything. He's the man. I'm just showing up. Last time we did this, I had everything set up.
BJ. Mm-hmm.
So this time he's taking over. Supposedly next year we're supposed to be in New Jersey with June. Jersey, as he said. That's how he say it all the time. Jersey. Mm-hmm. Jersey. Yeah. But
shout out to June.
This has been the Side Jawn. Make sure that y'all tune in with us each and every Saturday morning on the Side Jawn. And tomorrow I will be on Sweet Love TMA, 7 p.m. Eastern. We are talking about the levels of cheating.
Oh, am I on there with you or just you? Is it just you? Am I just you?
We in the booth.
Okay.
Yeah, we in the booth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's the levels of cheating. So make sure y'all tune into that.
7 o'clock. Yeah, I'll be in the comments.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. I'd like to thank everybody.
You know I'm gonna be there for that.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. God bless. Great day.